Biology with Dr. E.
Our next topic of discussion is chemical reactions. A chemical reaction occurs whenever chemical bonds are formed, rearranged, or broken. And the reactions can be written in symbolic forms called chemical equations. Each chemical equation contains reactants and products. Reactants are the number and kind of interacting substances or substances entering into a reaction. Products are the resulting chemical end products of the reaction. An example of a chemical equation includes two hydrogen atoms reacting to form hydrogen gas. The individual atoms are the reactants, while the hydrogen gas, written here as H2, is the product. Now let's review types of chemical reactions. We start with synthesis reactions. In synthesis reactions, smaller molecules are bonded together to form larger, more complex molecules. For example, separate amino acids join together to form a protein molecule, which is the linear chain here. Synthesis reactions are typically anabolic or build-up reactions. The next is decomposition reactions. In decomposition reactions, bonds in larger molecules are broken down, resulting in smaller, less complex molecules. For example, glycogen molecule, depicted here as a branch structure, is broken down into smaller separate molecules of glucose. Decomposition reactions are catabolic or breakdown reactions. Next is exchange reactions. In exchange reactions, bonds in molecules are both made and broken. Exchange reactions are also called displacement reactions. For example, a molecule of ATP or adenosine triphosphate transfers its phosphate group to glucose. This results in the formation of adenosine diphosphate and a glucose phosphate. Another group of important chemical reactions in the body is called reduction, oxidation, or redox reactions. Redox reactions are decomposition reactions because they are the basis of all reactions in which foods are broken down to release energy in the form of ATP. In redox reactions, atoms are reduced when they gain electrons and oxidized when they lose electrons. The cellular respiration equation highlighted here is one of the most important redox reactions in living cells. In this reaction, glucose is oxidized to carbon dioxide as it loses hydrogen atoms, and oxygen is reduced to water as it accepts hydrogen. This reaction represents the measured pathway by which glucose is broken down for energy in the body. How does energy flow in chemical reactions? Please note that all chemical bonds represent stored chemical energy. Because of this, all chemical reactions result in net absorption or release of energy. Reactions that release energy are called exergonic reactions. These reactions yield products with less potential energy than the reactants. Catabolic and oxidative reactions are exergonic. Endergonic reactions result in a net absorption of energy. These reactions yield products with more potential energy than the reactants. Anabolic reactions are mostly endergonic. Reversibility of chemical reactions. All chemical reactions are potentially reversible. If a chemical bond can be formed, then it can be broken and vice versa. Reversibility is indicated by a double-headed arrow. When the arrows differ in length, the longer arrow indicates the measured direction in which the reaction proceeds. So in this reaction, the forward reaction is dominant. A chemical equilibrium is achieved when neither the forward nor the reverse reaction is dominant, depicted by arrows of equal length. Many biological reactions are not reversible. The reason is because there is a high energy requirement to go backwards. In some cases, the products are being removed as they are made, thereby favoring the forward reaction. What factors affect the rate of chemical reactions? The speed of chemical reactions can be affected by the following factors. One is temperature. Increased temperature usually increases the rate of chemical reactions. The next is concentration of reactants. Increased concentration of reactants usually increases the rate of chemical reactions. Particle size. Smaller particle sizes usually increase the rate of chemical reactions. And then the last one here is catalyst. Catalysts increase the rate of chemical reaction without being chemically changed or becoming part of the product. In biological systems, enzymes are catalysts and they operate by lowering the activation energy for the reaction to take place. We will review enzymes in part 2 of this lecture.